Hi, Schnecks, and the adopted Schneck in the back. Those are the nice white fluff clouds. We're just about to go down to Iceland through them.
Við komum einsalega að sitja með sætisbeltin spennt. Þetta flugvélin hefur verið stöðvuð og
There's Dave Schneck, perky at 2 or 3 in the morning. Look at how perky he is. They're perky too. There's my perky travelers.
Yeah, I didn't have much room, but I did
in Iceland. There's perky Barbara.
Hey, we're perky.
You guys feeling perky?
Oh,
yeah. Very perky, huh? There's Ann. She's always perky. Right, Ann? Lots and lots of patchwork fields and little town clusters. It's kind of like Pennsylvania. There's a river snaking through. This is probably Frankfurt. Well, Adam Schneck, it's been 250 years, and the Schnecks are back.
Rechts gegenüber der deutschen Passkontrolle. Ich wiederhole bei der Sperrgepäckausgabe hatten Sie Kinderwagen.
Welcome.
A crawling snail.
20 Schnecks on a bus. We're on our bus. This is a wonderful bus. It makes up for the horrible van we had coming up here. Right? Right.
Pictures are ready.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, Ann.
Hello there. We're in Frankfurt.
Yay!
Yay.
We're staying at the Hotel Schneck tonight. We're going to get together with German Schnecks, and the press is going to be there.
and that also was founded by the Romans. Most of these little towns were already wine-growing villages during the times of the Romans. 2,000 years ago. It's worth taking.
And like that.
Holiday. Maybe Germany.
The Autobahn.
People come just
People I met by.
Beautiful countryside. So open. So unpopulated. This little town we've been through.
Even the roofs of the churches are made of the same material. I speak a dialect which is similar to what some of the Pennsylvania Germans speak. Because it's a classic German wine
we just needle on here,
the entire course of the river you find vineyards.
It's back there.
There is Sarwein,
through those mountains that look like Jim
and this on the right is a cherry tree. This is
here.
what they look like. This year they are.
There's 18 million vine plants growing in the this is the Moselle Valley, and these are all
and in all these villages,
plants.
of course, there are hundreds of wine taverns. You can do wine tastings in the winery.
You have here on the river.
Sort of an animal with a very strange trunk, an animal that doesn't really exist, and he lived in a family. I think it was American because it was dubbed, and then we had it on German TV, and this.
I missed the lacy curtains. I'm trying to find some local yokos. I saw a mom and pop sitting out in their front
Yard.
well, it wasn't even a yard. It was like a little porch on their sitting there on their chairs. But I haven't found too many other people sitting out or even working in their gardens. I'm just surprised how many gardens there are. People have gardens all around their houses. I still see a lot of people out. We're approaching Wittlich, Germany.
Whole family. Whole family. Looking out. Here comes the Bach choir. And this is
Hi.
Talking in Lancaster County to that Amish woman in the shop.
Yeah, it was no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Because Pennsylvania style is close to our dialect, very close, and seems like our dialect. In former times there were two houses. You see it in the different colors. There were two houses, and now since 150 years it's one house. And my grandfather, I think, he married a woman from this house. So stop it here. Turn around.
That's correct.
It was in former times it was also Metzger and Gasthaus. Now only. So, very welcome in Wittlich.
Here we are at the Gasthaus Schneck Hotel in downtown Wittlich. Big town, not really. Where else would Schnecks go to stay other than in Gasthaus Schneck? This is our room at Gasthaus Schneck.
Yeah, I want to take a picture of your whole family here.
Here's Reinhold Schneck.
And also Schneck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my two sisters-in-law.
I'm from Alsace also. We're all Schnecks before she was a Schneck before we got married.
Ja, meine Frau ist auch eine geborene Schneck. Schön.
Here they are. Whoa! Hey!
Mittlerweile ist das sowieso rot.
Man kann es ja eh rot.
Amerikanischen Dummkopf.
Man kann als red. So, okay.
Oh.
I want to invite you for a little walk through the town. I want to show you some things.
Okay.
And we go on, yeah?
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
I'm now the
leader of the Schnecks.
Schnecks leader.
Rum, rum, rum.
Built in 1709, and that was the place where I had to work and my job. That's the old woman, they had done my organ. And here I have
organ and a half.
work. Once again.
That's an organ and a half.
Bomb did fall and they grabbed out of the damages. That was the war. I think it was terrible, and it's good that it's today there are no war, and also in other parts of also in Europe we hope to have no war any longer. And all houses were disturbed, and I think it was not so nice for them. For example, in the kitchen of the Schneck house there was oven. That's oven. The oven, a big oven for the restaurant, and when the bombs fall down, the oven also came down into the cellar.
Oh.
For example. So that was a house. This was a Schneck house, the house of her grandfather. Was this house. Now it is renewed. It will be renewed next year. It was a Schneck house. Now today it isn't.
It's in pretty good shape.
There's just a couple Schnecks living in this town anymore, but we came back. Now there's a lot more today. This young lady's from Schnecksville. She's working in Frankfurt and studying over here. place is just unbelievable.
Inside, they have a big house outside.
This is
And
Wittlich.
there's only cultural center. Yeah. And in the top of the tower, you see some crocus. He's the patron of Wittlich. And when we have our
Wittlich was founded in the 13th century. A Schneck coat of arms. And we're going to eat here at the Schneck guest house.
What do you say your name? You're on the deal. Jonas. How do you spell it? How do you spell it? How do you spell it? Spell it. J-U-N-A? J-U-N-A. Like Jonah the whale. Jonah the whale? Yeah.
Inside. Outside.
No, I'm just trying to play with this.
This is Gasthaus Schneck back in World War I days.
the front side of the church is old, 70, 80 about, or 70, 50, I don't know, like Schneck church. And in the war, the whole church was demolished, right? And 1950 it was rebuilt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful here. I can't believe this was bombed and then rebuilt after the war. That's what he told us. Rebuilt in the 50s. This mill down here reminds me of some of the buildings in downtown Bethlehem.
Also here the,
It does. Interesting ruins. Where Dorothy poured water on the Wicked Witch. Doesn't it?
What is that? Who's buried there?
Come on up there.
Only the men.
This is Reinhold's son. He's 6 years old. He knows how to play the piano already. He's going to be an organist like his daddy. Oh.
Catholic we saw 15 years ago, they were all dressed up.
Really?
Yeah.
This looks like Jim Thorpe here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Except for the houses down there. Climbed at the top of this. Now I don't know who that is. Mr. Drobick. But Ann was just poking her head out of there. But Barbara and I are going to stay down here. Thank you. And Uncle Roy. We're staying down.
Sensible ones.
We're the sensible ones. We're the sensible ones.
We're cool.
Right, Ann?
Oh my God.
Danke.
Hello.
Hello. Germany, the ketchup is always coming out because the ketchup bottle is designed for function and it works. A demonstration here. It comes out right away. No more waiting. No more waiting. Ah! See? It comes out the first time every time. This church was a Catholic church, and in the 17th century during the plagues it was abandoned because nobody lived in this village anymore. And now it's a cemetery church. No congregation. We're in the Moselle Valley, the wine valley. The real house. It's smaller than the Schneck house.
Smaller.
Smaller than the Schneck house, but look it up at the top. I mean, that's a house? People live there? Reinhold, people live there.
What?
People live in that house.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's now a restaurant or wine. You can buy wine there.
It looks like it would fall over.
Weinstube.
How they used to heat the water and what they did
To Roman ruins.
But most tourists, they don't. I see the spectators have already taken their seats. 2 carriageways, each 7 meters high, leading through a windowless ground floor. But there are all 100.
Curtis Schneck says you won't get so much company if you put your doors up on the 3rd floor there with no railing. Right, Curtis? Curtis is going to copy this building style for his next home in Curtis Schneck Estates. 9:30 at night in Trier, and people are out having a good time. There's a theater amongst the night theater amongst the baths ruins, the Roman ruins of their baths. Yeah, exactly.
So
They had
I
a lot
ended
of
up
Russian.
doing that for 40.
Happy 4th of July. This is the view out of my bed and breakfast on July 4th, 1999. This is ein vanilla cone. This is the size of your ice cream cone. Everything here is not like Texas. Everything here is minimal and frugal. So narrow.
Now we have some people, they have different family names. And
We're stuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna make
Ah. Here's a German barn. German farmhouse. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of hot on the bus. And of course, window boxes everywhere. This is typical German rural village, a farming village. I don't know what that is for the horses, I guess. I don't know. There's horses here yet? We hear the clippity-clops. Yeah, I do too. I guess that's why they do the troughs. They were just saying, oh, because we still have horses here.
That might prove I was here. Meisenheim.
Oh, you got the sign right
Yeah.
there. See, this is how they travel.
No.
Yeah, I expected them to arrive at this time. I was afraid they might not come at all.
In 75 was founded, and Schneck's
They are getting a drainage system finally after all these years.
the last footage you saw was the town that the Schenkwilders came from, the Schenkweiler family. This is now the region where there's some Schnecks still living. Whoa! You would not believe how narrow these streets are. You would not believe how these little towns. He's like inches away from these buildings, like all the time. This is a cute little town, and Schneck's living in this area. Maybe Adam Schneck came from this area. We don't know. Living here too. This is where we are. Here we are in the town of Schneckenhausen.
I'm getting the picture.
And all the Schnecks are at the sign.
Are you not a Schneck?
Yes, she's a Schneck.
I'm a Schneck.
There.
Local Schneckenhausen person. This is a Schneckenhausen Schneckenhaus. You saw a Schneck sign? You did not see a Schneck sign on a house. Is that it? That's the town. It's just as small as our Schnecksville. It's over. Oh my word. But we haven't really improved much, have we? This is the fringe of Schneckenhausen, the fringe, outer fringes. This is where we stayed last night. We're staying here tonight too. It's July 5th. This looks so much like the Poconos. Doesn't it though? We're about 2 hours from the Black Forest. We are in southern Germany, but this is just a very beautiful, serene area. And again, reminds us very much of home. Okay, look this way.
To the early Swiss and German settlers. So Troxels came from this area also.
Troxels came from this area. Troxels, Dornies, and the Bears also came from this area.
Because this area, or the people who live here, they are of the same descent as the people in the Palatinate and in the Saarland.
We're now in France.
So the language they speak, above all the older people here, is just the same dialect that they speak across the border. It may be mixed with a few French words, but not very many. The children, they go to school, and of course they speak French there, but they take German as a first language, which in the meantime is...
Yeah, we just came out of Alsace, France, and now we're heading back into the Palatinate. Wine wagon. There's those Schnecks. There's that David Schneck. Up to no good
I
again.
was trying to get away.
You're trying to get off. I thought you got off the wagon. You back on the wagon. Typical site in Deutschland.
Always been fighting over some land, but that was the first document from France.
This is where the kerns came from. The
But
city
they
that
learned
you
pretty
just
good
saw.
German, so we should integrate them.
Limba, France.
See here, the
In Alsace.
Fachwerkhäuser, they have these little roofs above the windows. You find it in this area here and in some parts of the Black Forest. That is a little bit.
We just climbed up a tower. This is France.
Why did they do this? Which way is France?
And this is Germany over here.
Descendants upon the clouds, der Strauß und Frau. Wir wollen zu essen und zu bringen. Wir sind die des Heiligsten, so mein lieber Leib. Wir krachten, wir singen und den Spaß die ganze Zeit. Still enough, that's right.
East meets West. Pennsylvania, Deutschland. It's 9:30 at night, and there's a rainbow. We said in Germany, at the end of the rainbow, there's Wiener Schnitzel.
Mit Schokolade?
Nee, normal.
Mit Zucker?
There's Brot. Good Brot.
B-I-B-E-R.
Just Schwanz. Beaver Schwanz.
Beaver Schwanz, yeah.
This is just a absolutely wonderful spot with absolutely wonderful buildings. You just don't see anything like this in America at all. This is almost 1,000 years old, but they're cleaning it. They've got all kinds of scaffolding up, so not much to see. Oh, we're in Speyer. Don't see one of those every day. We are in Baden-Württemberg. And look, here's some Schnecks. Oh my gosh, it's Henry and Marie. Fancy meeting you here.
Wow,
I thought it was alone here in Deutschland.
This corner to run into another
Wie geht's?
Schneck. Oh my.
Sehr gut. Und Ihnen?
Very good. Yeah. This is the Black Forest region. And we'll be sleeping here tonight.
Hotel.
Here comes, here we see, oh, isn't that
Swimming pool.
beautiful? Oh, just like the brochures, better.
Swim.
Is that where we're staying?
No, this is the swimming pool of this village of Reichenthal that we just went through.
This is the place we're staying at in the Black Forest. This is about 7:30 at night. And we're at the top of a tall, tall mountain. And it's just really neat. There's some elk in a pen up here, but I can't find them. But it's just gorgeous. We're up into the clouds. It's probably the nicest hotel we've stayed in yet, as far as picturesque and quiet. Here it is, it's morning and it's raining. We're out on the path looking for the elk. Ich spreche kaum Deutsch. I don't understand. Wassermelone, cup of kissy, milk, wassermelone, Spud, Butterbrot. See, I know I'm bilingual.
That we're
Blowing glass in here.
that I'd like to do. That actually I would like to see.
But I'm telling you when we are there.
Example of a house from the Black Forest. This is from 1599. Taken apart and reassembled and put here. Interesting roof.
Oh, black is for if they were married. Red is if they're single.
Oh, red single hat, black married hat. Ann whistles for Roy, just like Mom whistles for Dad. Farming implement tour guide. She's just been explaining what this is used for, right, Ann? You know.
Right, the big flat board.
Because you used to drive on the farm.
And I'd hold on to the horse real hard, and he'd back off. His behind would sit right on me, and I go, I pulled too hard because I didn't like the job at all.
What, Ann? Do you think you could live here yet?
Never.
Never. Ann says never. She could never live here.
This would be an apple press.
That would be an apple press.
Apple butter press.
And what is that thing behind you? That other big thing?
A thingy.
A thingy.
Another apple press
Another apple press. Oh my goodness.
to make apple butter.
Oh.
Look at it.
What's that, Ann?
Well, I think they would attach it to a horse, and they would flatten, you know, like I was using the flat board.
Ann, you say everything is used to flatten. Everything's tied to a horse.
Five.
This is Ann Kearns with sauna.
No, that's where I shampooed my hair with homemade soap. Hannah made me do it. She said you'll wash your hair outside with handmade soap because Norman won't buy shampoo.
What's real strong, Ann?
The soap that we had to wash our hair with.
Oh.
Oh man.
Ooh, this got a lot of movies and all.
Panoramic view.
Oh.
Here's the Schneck house.
You're in charge of them. I'll give you a print. The camera's over.
Farms in the Black Forest region are passed down to the oldest son. The land can't be subdivided.
Cattle on this hill.
Some of these farms have been in the same family for 400 or 500 years.
Creek.
Here's the view from our balcony. We're still in the Black Forest. We're just going to be in this hotel one night. It's very pretty here.
On the lake of Luzerne, the Four Cantons Lake. And after that we'll proceed to the hotel of this evening, which is higher up in the Alps.
There's a lake.
We've had 25 minutes.
Oh, what a nice shot. This is the Rhine River, and we are now passing into.
They are terrible. They're bored.
We're now pushing into Switzerland, and they want to look at our passports.
No. They just look at them.
Farm.
They have 22 cantons. They feel as Swiss people. They don't feel as if they were Italians or French or Germans.
German,
they feel Swiss.
Italian, French.
It's the system that keeps them together. vote.
Pretty.
They have a national
Rhine River.
councils, but and these seats, these 200 seats, are distributed among the cantons in proportion to the, or in relation to the number of population. We are crossing the Rhine for the third time. Now we are on the right. Years ago, not so long ago, and there were always paintings on the wall which depicted some of the legends of the history of Switzerland, and they were destroyed during that fire. On the left, this is the river Reuss, and on the right is the lake, the Four Cantons Lake. It's much bigger than it looks from here because it has an awful lot of curves and bends. Don't miss to cross the Kapellbrücke. Yeah.
This is where we're going. Switzerland, hard to believe. It's really Switzerland. It's beautiful here. The cuckoo clocks. Welcome to Switzerland, the land of cuckoo clocks and watches. Their post offices are a little bit fancier around here. This is a post office. Beetle Post Office. There are many, many mountains around here.
Oh, there's a cat.
We are in the tunnel. We've been in here for...
I'm not sure whether you have...
We've been in here for 3 or 4 miles now. Through that tunnel worthwhile. It's beautiful out here. That was a 3-mile tunnel.
Water?
Isn't that neat?
See it? Well, that really... That one.
Look at that. Lake on top of a mountain.
What's on the floor there? Underneath you? Go over there.
Okay, here we got a view. Ay, ay, ay.
This is Lunga. This is the village where we are staying.
We're staying in a place like this? Cool.
No shops. Hey, there is a path along there, look.
I'll do that. This is our room in Switzerland. We're just outside of Lucerne, a little town called Lungern. And this is the view from our window. Let me open the window here. This is really, really, really nice. You can't beat this for a view from a window.
Hey, stop your sneaking around down there.
I'm schnecking around. Hey, who else is? Where are you? Oh!
The Schnecker!
Yeah,
we heard the Schnecker up there.
The Schnecker, what? Oh no! Oh!
Oh, the Schnecker you found?
Yeah, where'd you find it?
On the sidewalk, right here.
Oh! Yeah! You hear that? That's my breakfast. I don't think so. Next view. Now I think that he's got some pull here. This is the view he's got from his balcony. I don't know, Henry.
I'm just glad my wife dawdled there a little bit, and I waited for her and let you and
yeah, Barbara and I.
Somebody who was with second after you. Then my wife came, so it was just the luck of the draw.
There's a waterfall on the side of the mountain. Just so picturesque. And this is our hotel.
The ability to also stroll around Interlaken.
We're in the train. We're going up to the top of the mountain, the Jungfrau.
They have, if you watch, they have things there for a camera thing, for seating spots and everything.
We're on a train.
Mine just didn't hold.
Oh, nice.
It's the cows. Pretty flowers. Air is very thin up here. I'm having trouble breathing. I had to sit on the floor a couple times because I didn't felt like I was going to faint. We're at 11,000 feet. I believe up there is 12,000. It's just beautiful up here. It's windy and it's biting cold. It feels like about, I don't know, 20? Nice palace. Of the Jungfrau. And that's my view. This is really, really a treat.
No, just the way it hurts. Yeah, Mom and Dad. Johannes, die hoeven er niet bij hoor, die anderen. De andere mensen moeten er niet bij.
You call that
Vergiss mij nicht.
Ah,
no.
There's Barbara speaking Spanish with the German guy.
In USA. In Estado.
USA.
In USA. You seem to be videoing a lot.
Glider up there. What a place to hang glide.
Where? Oh, there.
I will never call the Blue Mountains mountains again. They are hills. There's like Austria too.
Oh my gosh.
Here is a Hotel Bären. Almost every village in town here has a Hotel Bären, and where we saw the wood carvings yesterday, there were wooden bears all over the place. It's because the symbol of the canton of Bern and of the capital of Switzerland, Bern, is the bear. But nowadays there are no bears anymore. The only animals that live here in this area on the island, and ground dogs, which are a rare species.
Wow. Everything's a wow, isn't it? July 8th? Oh, tunnel.
July 10th.
Avalanche tunnel. Is it 10th? Here we are in the tunnel again. They like when I do this.
You see this formation of rocks, which is due to the washing out of the erosion under the ice.
Well, I wonder if these hibernate in the wintertime.
So it's about, I think this is 7,000 feet. We're not nearly as high up as yesterday, which was 12. But the air is definitely purer, no humidity, no dust.
And here we are in
The top of the
Grimselpass.
I can't breathe.
You can't breathe.
what is it?
You being naughty. Don't, John. Be nice.
It becomes a real big river.
Wow.
And it flows to the Mediterranean, the Rhone Delta.
Some of these people are pretty nuts around here. This guy's following our bus. He's coming down the Alps. They build the roads up here.
This train, and we had asked people.
This is where we ate lunch. We ate lunch. They still chop wood here by hand and clear the steep hills by hand with big rakes. The orchestra was playing and we thought it was a tape. This is the outside of our hotel last night in Switzerland. This looks very much like an Italian village. We're very close to Italy. Here's our hotel. Very old town. They
Because in the winter they
paint
have
on
a lot of
on the
snow.
side of the town of the building. It's called sgraffito. That's some sgraffito. City of Chur. It's a very old place. We're still in Switzerland. We're on our way to Liechtenstein. And then we're back to Germany. Sunday morning. Of their homes, houses, buildings. Okay, now this is when it started being built, 1546, and then it's been renovated all these different times. Beautiful, beautiful building.
Boy.
They're boating. I hear an organ. Here's the way that they paint like a faux decoration on their windows, doors. favorite city in Switzerland in terms of ambiance. This is the town of Chur, and I'd love to come back here again someday. This is again the city of Tübingen, and this is some of the buildings along the edge here of the river. Here we are at the Schneck Bakery just out of Tübingen.
Where are we? Where?
We're just outside of Tübingen.
Tübingen?
Yeah, the Schneck Bakery.
Es gibt ja viele Schnecker, also verschiedene hier. Ja, so Basic-Kehrer, Basco-Schneck.
There are different Schnecks here. Different lines of Schnecks.
Schneck's in the Schneck Bakery. Schneckly. Think about all the Schnecken here.
Terrific.
Terrific. I think we overwhelmed them with our Schneck spending money here. No, don't worry. I'm going to buy a Schneck here. There's the Schneck van, the bakery Schneck van.
Doppelschneck.
Here we are in Stuttgart. Henry said a lot of this town was bombed during the war, so you see a lot of old and new buildings. This is our hotel, out of our hotel window. Cycles from 1885, that's 1886, and these are all very old Mercedes. Now that's a car. Here we are at a castle. It's a pretty neat castle. We're going to be going inside of it soon. It's 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Castle grounds are being worked on, but there's like hundreds of rooms in this castle. You're seeing all the way around here. Pretty big. This is the inside of the castle. And this is where King Ludwig, he was king of Württemberg. This is his bedroom. He's a big guy, so he slept in this, what was then a big bed.
This stands for Fredericus Rex, and this means Frederick King.
43 days.
This is a so-called revolver scene, and you may change the whole color during 30 seconds.
This is a room. Now this, Anne, is a room.
It is.
Anne Kern just made me play chopsticks on a 17th century piano. Thanks a lot, Anne. You wouldn't play. We are at a cloister. Now I'm going inside. This is a monk's place where the monks lived. So are these. This is a real pretty hotel. We're up in the vineyards, and it's an ordinary tree, and there's our bus. We are in Heidelberg, a tourist site. Not touched during the war. was not bombed. So a lot of old stuff there. Say about the money changers. Hey, you! And here's a Baroque building with a McDonald's in it. This is the inside of the church. Pull skidding claustrophobic tower to get up here. Where's that castle? Oh, there's the castle. We're up in a tower. We're looking down on the city of Heidelberg. This, again, the city is not destroyed during the war, so these are the original roofs. View Heidelberg from the tower. This is the best view of a city we've seen yet. The stairway we went up into. That's where we were, up on that tower. We're taking a cruise on the River Rhine. Right, Schnecks? Right. You ready to go? Yeah. Yay!
Onward and upward!
Germany, this Hotel Krone, built in the year 1541, year 1200. It was remained in ruins since its destruction in 1689.
Last hotel. Isn't this lovely? This is the view from our balcony. Oh, Schnecksville, Schnecksville, Schnecksville. So many years and still going strong. Schnecksville, Schnecksville. I'm heading back home to where I belong. And still going strong. Schnecksville, Schnecksville.
Peter Schneck, heavy blames it on me. I got it started, but he's the guy that did the organizing of it. So thank you, Henry, and I want to thank our tour guide and our bus driver for doing a wonderful job. And, he's not finished. And